Here's the easiest way to add FAQs to your Google business profile so that you're giving Google some ranking signals that may affect your SEO. And so here's how you can do it. What I want you to do is visit the link below, and it's a little GPT that I've created to help you write the FAQs. I've also got another link below to NeuronWriter, and this helps you find the SEO keywords that you can inject into your FAQs so it feeds Google some signals. So what we want to do is you can start from scratch after you've signed up and go new query, but I'm going to do it for this keyword for Google Ads Specialist. So all I need to do is just re-optimize. So click this cycle button here and go Google Ads Specialist. I don't really need to touch any of the advanced settings here. I can, but I don't really want to, so that's fine. And then we'll go United States, and then that is okay. So we'll click start. And now what's happening is it's just trying to crawl the first search engine results pages for the first like 100 terms. And we're going to use this data to select some competitors. So we'll wait for this to go through and I'll explain further. So it's finished now, and I'm going to go click on Google Ads Specialist here. And then it's going to ask you to select some competitors as a reference for creating guidelines around the exact keywords to scan. So what it's going to do is it's going to crawl whatever we select, and it's going to find some patterns or similarities in the words that they use on their websites, and then we're going to inject or pepper that throughout our FAQs in the Google business profile. So with that said, like we'll just weed out anything that doesn't look right. So Indeed.com, we don't want that. We don't want Upwork. We don't want, I mean, you could go Reddit. Let's schedule that. That's fine. Google Experts, business.google, Google. Normally I wouldn't select Google as any reference point, or Coursera. So we'll get rid of Coursera, get rid of YouTube. And then what's this? Fiverr. So get rid of Fiverr. Actually use people who seem to be actual, like this is a blog post, but we might use that just in context because it's informational. Could use some of these. So go that one, go that one. Since we're just doing FAQs now, go that one. That's fine. I'm over here. So I just scanned this a second ago and it was already 14. So it's like climbs all the time. All right. So we'll go next. And then that's going to take all those competitors. And right now it's actually scanning each one of those, every single page, and it's trying to find NLP and LSI keywords. We'll go through and I'll show you what to do now. So now we're going to cancel this notification, and then we're going to use these keywords. So we're going to head over to our GPT and paste these keywords in. So we've got the basic here, and then copy the terms with suggested uses. And then we're going to then paste that in. We hit enter, so there's a gap between these two. And then we're going to go find the extended ones, copy the list of terms with suggested uses, and then paste. Now, what we're going to do is ask it to write some FAQs for us, inject some of the keywords subtly, not in a forced way, but also any questions that someone would ask a Google Ads Specialist in general, right? And we'll refine it further after that again. We are going to write some FAQs for people that are trying to hire a Google Ads Specialist, right? And above the exact keywords verbatim that I need you to inject, not all, like don't inject all of them, just inject them subtly, not the amount of times that it's saying above. You don't have to do that, but you can with some of them if you want. They are the suggested uses, but I don't want to cram all of the content with forced keywords. I want it to be really natural and informative. So I think that's good enough. And then we'll hit enter and then let it write some content. Now, some of it might be around what do you charge? What is the pricing and stuff? And it'll be related to your business, you know? So you might have to answer or refine the ones that are related to, you know, pricing or anything specific to your business. So is SEO the same as Google Ads? What should I do when hiring a Google? Okay. How do I know if I need one? What does a Google Ads Specialist do? Okay, they're fine. There's no EM dashes so far, so that's good. Anything that's like smart call or sharp or like cheap LLM words, you might want to get rid of those and replace them. Let's say that you've gone through all of these, you're really, really happy. I don't need to refine any of them, but if one of them said, hey, how much do you charge or whatever, then you would just hit dictate and tell it like specific stuff about you, right? So what we're going to do is head over to Google Business Profile with this information. Make sure that you're in the edit mode where you can see all of this data, or for your Google Business Profile. You'll click on the FAQ area, and then you're going to ask a question. Even though you're the business owner, you can still ask a question like so. Now, you can suggest answers based on the testimonials here, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to click post, and then we will go finished, and then we can go into that. See how it says the question there? So we might hit like, we might hit answer, and then we're going to answer it. So if we're happy with everything, for argument's sake, all we need to do is paste that in and double check everything. Okay. So they're guessing what keywords to target. They use tools like Keyword Planner, blah, blah, blah. They create ad copy, blah, 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 blah. Good. Post that. And then that's how you do it. So you can add up to like 10 of them if you want. I wouldn't add too many questions. There is no guarantee that Google will use this data to supplement your SEO signal or ranking. So there's no guarantee there, but you know, the more signals that you can feed Google, the better. And hope that helps. So if you've got any questions, let me know. More than happy to answer, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.